At the point of recording this, Kenji is still somewhat of an underground artist, but it's obvious that Kenji is going to blow up, with him having one of the most unique flows and melodies in the entire emo rap scene. The only 20-year-old rapper clearly has a lot going for him, and I can't wait to see what he does in his lifetime. This is the life story of Kenji so far. Danny Jerome Jenrette, more likely known as Kenji, was born on January 11, 2002 in Virginia. However, his family quickly moved to Summerville, South Carolina, because his father was stationed there for the Navy. Summerville is a small, quiet town that didn't really have a lot to do, so growing up, Kenji began playing a lot of video games. One specific game was Rock Band, which is a Guitar Hero-like game that had songs from artists such as Radiohead, Weezer, and Soundgarden. These artists would later influence Kenji's music. However, for a long time, Kenji had little to no interest in making music. Instead, Kenji thought he was going to have to follow his father's footsteps and join the Navy. It wasn't until the 10th grade Kenji started making music, and shortly after making his first couple of songs, he realized music was really what he wanted to do. Even when Kenji was in school, he always had his headphones on, just waiting to get home so he could record more music. However, one thing that Kenji had a problem with was finding a good rap name.
Trying to find a name and shit. I had Dro. I was gonna use Dro, but I was like, I need another part of my name. So I was thinking of shit, and it was the first idea I had was Benji. But that was mad.
For Benji for money?
Yeah, that's mad fucking corny, bro. That's
yeah,
trash.
Good thing it's Kenji.
Yeah, bro. I just changed, I was just changing the letters around and shit.
Maybe one of the hardest parts.
At first, Kenji was making more R&B and more old school hip hop tracks. However, when Kenji heard SoundCloud rappers such as XXXTentacion, he began wanting to make more distorted music with a heavier sound altogether. Early on, Kenji became friends with producer Cody, and at the time they were both still learning GarageBand, so every night they would talk about what they learned earlier that day. Cody and Kenji still speak on the daily, and Cody has produced songs such as Superstar, Houdini, and Trance for Kenji. So as Kenji's sound grew, so did his fanbase, and on June 31st, 2019, he would release his Introvert mixtape. The mixtape put Kenji on a lot of people's radars. So then around August of 2020, Kenji would get an Instagram DM from an internet money manager, John Hicks, who would ask to see some unreleased music. And after Kenji sent some songs to John would then ghost Kenji for 3 weeks. Until one day, randomly, Kenji got an Instagram call where John asked Kenji if he could come to LA the next day. So then the next day, Kenji arrived in LA where he began recording songs such as Save Me at Internet Money headquarters. This was clearly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for such a small artist. However, it was also obvious that Kenji had something special with his very unique voice and flows. The first song Kenji would officially release with Internet Money was his song 100 Rounds, which was produced by Twitch streamer and Internet Money producer Nick Mira. He would then go on to release his first album with Internet Money, Tears and Pistols, on November 13th, 2020, which had songs such as Save Me and Coding Punch. However, the album altogether was rough around the edges, but Kenji clearly had a creative vision for what he wanted the album to sound like. Kenji would also begin staying in the Internet Money house around this time, which has producers and artists from Internet Money staying there, such as Taz Taylor, Mo Young, and Little Spirit.
Think I got a problem with fucking bitches that don't care, don't lie, and never had no love in their life.
Then on December 25th, 2020, Kenji would release his album Race Me to Hell, which had significant improvement altogether, with Kenji really learning how to use his voice on the album, along with better lyricism. His song Houdini from the album would also be his first song to get a music video. Then on December 30th, 2020, Kenji would tease his most popular song by posting an image of the song title, Kill Cupid featuring Snot. Then finally on February 26, 2021, Dro would release his album Eat Your Heart Out, which had the long-awaited Kill Cupid and his song Useless Feelings. Kenji's fans also started realizing how amazing his work ethic is. The fact that he was able to release so many quality albums in such a short amount of time is amazing, and requires a lot of hard work to do. Hey, I just wanted to take a quick moment of the video and say if you're enjoying the video so far, please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Then, on June 18th, 2021, Kenji released his album F Your Feelings. This album really had Kenji go all out with the whole Heartbreak Rap type of vibe. You can see this in tracks such as Tongue Tied and Your Fault. Then, shortly after the album's release, Kenji would go on his first tour, and he would perform at Rolling Loud in Miami on July 26, 2021. Then on January 28th, 2022, he would release his album With or Without You. Supposedly, Kenji initially was just going to continue with his rock-esque vibe from his previous works, but Taz Taylor insisted that he should try and find his own style on this album. You can really tell by songs such as Not the Half of It and Our Toxins. Then on August 5th, 2022, he released his EP Lost in Here, which was mainly made to cause hype for his next album Anywhere But Here. The EP featured multiple songs from the upcoming album, but did have a few original works such as Mars featuring Josiah and One Time. Then, just 21 days later, on August 26, 2022, Joe Kenji released his latest album Anywhere But Here. This album has my favorite track by him called So What, featuring DC the Don, and had other features from artists such as Midwest and Cash Dami. This album really got Kenji the recognition he needed. The album literally quadrupled his fan base. This album by far is his most polished work, and I can't wait to see what he does next.
I'm so damn lit. Shop close, fuck niggas keeping my backpack.
Joe Kenji is one of the best up-and-coming rappers, and I think it's crazy that this man was literally just in high school 2 years ago. It just shows that you can really do anything as long as you put your mind to it. So remember to always follow your dreams no matter what other people say. Also, if you liked the video, like and subscribe, it means a lot. I'll also reply to every comment.
Like, I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.